Well, this was the first time that I really responded to Venom as a character, because I felt like, I don't know, in the show, I was like, he looks, I've always like, yeah, he looks cool.
Yeah, you've been highly critical of this movie for a year now.
But like, I've just never been like, I've never really connected with the character before. I've never been like, oh yeah, like he's so awesome. I'm just like, yeah, he looks cool, but that's about it. I always felt like he was kind of hollow, like a very shallow character. And in this movie, I was like, oh, never mind, I love him. This is great. Like, this is, yes, like this is what I want. This is it. I like this guy.
He's kind of adorable.
He's really adorable.
Very cute.
Very cute.
I don't really get the hate for this movie just because it was like I said, it was a lot of fun. I don't understand how you could go to see the Meg and that has like the sort of aura around it, like, oh, it's dumb but it's fun. It's like, no, that movie was not fun.
Yeah.
I was expecting to hate it because, and I think a lot of people wanted to hate it, or still do hate it, because Sony is, in a way, holding hostage all these Spider-Man characters in their universe.
Yeah.
Because they've had the rights, and they're not going to give up the rights. It's just as interesting, this movie, versus the political things going on between Sony and Marvel. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, it's amazing that they ever got the rights to Spider-Man back in 2014.
Yeah.
And they had to screw up really bad with the Amazing Spider-Man series, which they did. Mm-hmm. And so now they lent out Spider-Man. I don't know if we've ever clarified this, but I watched another video that clarified the rules. Like, Spider-Man is in Marvel right now.
Yeah.
So Homecoming, did you realize that Sony gets all of the money from that movie? And Marvel gets to use Spider-Man in the Avengers and other tie-in movies, but the solo movies, all the money goes to Sony.
I didn't
That's
know
how
that.
they worked out the deal.
Okay.
So, but the deal could expire, so it's really interesting to me, like, what's going to happen in the future with after this movie?
Yeah.
Like, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, what a business experiment going on here.
It's certainly an interesting business experiment, that's for sure. Like, it's certainly an interesting, like, shared custody of
So my
character.
opinion, and I think a lot of other people's opinion of wanting to possibly hate it is because you're like, you're holding hostage these characters. Like, I don't want you to do well. Maybe that's part of the point of view. Because that means you're going to just keep holding, maybe trying to get Spider-Man back over to the Sony. Like, that's a possibility that Tom Holland would be forced to go back over to Sony. How weird would that be?
Yeah.
Because this movie did make $80 million, which is the largest opening weekend in October history.
Yeah, if they don't renew after Spider-Man Far From Home, Tom Holland has to go back to Sony for one more movie. Yeah. But here's another thing, though. Here's another thing. Even though I like the Venom movie, I still don't think Sony needs to go forward with their plans of making 20 other fucking shitty movies. Like, they're like, oh, we're going to make a Silver Sable movie. And I'm like, what? Silver fucking Sable? Of all the fucking characters to pick. Like, what? Like, they're, you know, it's just like they have all these other fucking ideas for movies. And I'm just like...
Yes, they have these other ideas that were established back in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. They never stopped those plans. Mm-hmm. So this Venom script was, like we said before, from that previous universe. Mm-hmm. They're still going with those plans. Mm-hmm. So it's fascinating.
Well, I don't know. I feel like people are going to love the Spider-Man character, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man character in the MCU. And then if Sony like tries to do some underhand shit and like take him away from the MCU and like have a custody battle and take him back.
Yeah, it would make them look really bad.
It would be a PR fucking nightmare. And I think the internet would revolt. And I don't think that they could do that.
Definitely internet pressure is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they really need him either. I think like a cameo maybe.
Right.
Like in another Venom, like we don't need like a I don't know. I don't feel like after seeing this, because they took to make Venom have his own movie. Eddie Brock really isn't a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's basically just a hero.
Yeah.
So it's like if that's the case, you don't really need Spider-Man in there.
Right. They established he's not connected in any way to Spider-Man now.
Yeah.
So
And that Venom is here specifically to defend this planet,
right,
if need be.
So the third possibility is that they just keep going with a Venom shared universe.
Mm-hmm.
But a cameo is fine.
Well,
but I don't think you need to do a whole Venom versus.
But if they do a cameo, that establishes that it's in the viewers' minds, people that don't keep up with Hollywood
I heard
stuff.
they want to do Morbius, the living vampire.
But if they do a cameo with Spider-Man, that establishes that all these things are happening in the same shared universe, which they're not. And Marvel doesn't want to establish that because they're like, this weird 27% movie is not happening in our universe. Mm. What a mess that would be. Mm-hmm.
And then, but her wig, I didn't think they could top that. wig. I was like, wow, that's a terrible wig. I haven't seen a wig that bad in a movie for a long time. And then they go and top themselves. Spoilers. At the very end of the movie, there is a post-credit scene where Eddie Brock goes in and he talks to, I don't know his actual name, but the guy who, Cassidy, yeah. Cletus Cassidy. He goes to talk to Cletus Cassidy, who goes on to become Carnage, which is another symbiote, but he's a psychopath. He's like a crazy psychopath with the suit. And it was Woody Harrelson playing Cassidy, Cletus Cassidy, and he had on this red wig that was, I couldn't fucking believe it. I mean, I was just like, that what? Like, it was, like, we were talking about it. It was like out of the box, like candy apple red. It looked like it was like, I was telling you, I was like, that is the same fucking hair color I used to, when I used to dye my hair red in high school, I used fucking chocolate cherry from Faria, and that is exactly what it fucking looked like. It looked like some out of the box fucking dye. Like, this psychopath has weird red dye, and his eyebrows were dyed like that too. And then the wig itself made him look like Brenda from Accounting. You know, like, it wasn't like, he just looked like he was wearing a weird woman's wig.
I didn't notice
like
the wigs or the hairs, but that's something that you guys notice all the time. Like with Fantastic Four.
How do you not, like, this
It's just
is,
not
men
something
don't
I
get
think
it.
about at all.
Men don't see it. They don't know when women have extensions in. They have no fucking
Oh yeah, your
clue.
makeup is a complete mystery to me. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I
it's-
don't normally notice it, but I noticed it in this movie.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's like how bad it is.
I was,
normally didn't
and
know.
it's like, why is it an
even had to
unnatural
ask,
red? Why isn't it just like a yellow, like a orange, you
But
know?
his eyebrows were dyed red too.
It was so fucked. Like, I was just like, what? Like, it made him look like trans or something. Like, it made him look like he was trying to transition. And, like, I don't know. I was just, and I don't, it was a fail.
To me, he looked like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons.
Yeah, that he did have a Sideshow Bob thing. He did have a Sideshow Bob thing. But yeah, that was really goofy.
I feel like the people that saw it when we were there liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed
Dude,
happy.
we were in a theater filled with Venom Bros.
Yeah.
I was the only other, there was one other female in the audience. Everyone else was dudes. There was one other girl in the audience. I looked around. I was like, am I the only girl here? And then I found one. But yeah, there was all these like Venom Bros like right in front of us, and they really had a good time. I felt like, I mean, you were laughing the whole time too, T.
Yeah, I had a.
I mean, after the movie though, you were like, I hated it, and we were both like, what? You were laughing, having a good time.
That was a perfect, like, it was really like a fun, like, midnight kind of movie. Like, just B horror, kind of fun. Like,
Right.
goofy,
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Which was not what I thought I was going to see.
I thought
know
it was
what
going
I
to be.
was
I thought it was going to take itself way too seriously.
Well, I feel
and
both
it
ways.
didn't, and that's made me like it.
I don't disagree with any of you guys. I just feel both ways. I feel like on one level I dislike it, and on one level I really like how cute it is. In and of itself, it's cute, and I like it as so bad it's good movie in a way. By itself, there's so much good stuff in there. You could have made a good movie, but half of it's bad, and they chose to go in the cartoon route. So I'm just frustrated by all the decisions they chose to make that were bad, because you could have saved it. It's a totally fixable movie, and I found myself watching it just constantly thinking, "Oh, I would have changed this. I would have done this."
That's not a fun way to watch a movie.
Well, but
It's a terrible way to watch a movie.
But the thing
Well,
about,
no. Eventually, it kept screwing up so much that I gave up on the concept and just like started cracking up at it.
Yeah.
the thing about so bad that it's good movies is they're not all bad. There's actually really good things.
Yeah.
In
Totally,
so bad
the,
it's
the
good
room
movies.
is amazing.
Yeah, but there's really good things in it.
Yeah.
Like the bad, so bad that they're good movies do a lot of things really right. Or they're made, even though they're really bad, they're made with like a degree of passion that comes across. Or they're made with like an amount of earnest. That's why you can't plan to make one.
Right.
Which is like,
Oh yeah,
why,
the Sci-Fi Channel movies fucking
Right.
suck.
They're
You
not,
know,
like,
it's
they-
like
they're-
get out of here with your fucking
you can't be
Sharknado.
self-aware about it.
Yeah, no, you have to give an earnest try and
Right.
fail. That's the number one ingredient in is a so bad it's good movie is they have to really try to make a good movie
Right.
and fucking fail.
Yeah, they're trying.
Yeah.
They're definitely trying. I feel like
Tom Hardy seemed like
Tom-
he tried
yeah.
pretty hard to do something.
Dude,
he picked
was-
a character and really committed to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the way that he played Eddie, like even like it was just
I still can't figure out what it was. It seemed like maybe he was a little bit like on the spectrum a little bit sometimes. But also it's like if he's hearing voices
yeah.
and he's having a hard time like focusing, maybe he would be like that.
Right,
Or,
it would,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Okay, this is the logic problem I had, is that he's supposed to be some kind of reporter that has his own show, right?
Someone says,
They
glad
never
Josh is
show
back.
that show. So what is he like as a public figure? What is he like? Because he's acting more like people said, a New York City cab driver type of personality. Like a blue collar type of guy, not a person that hosts a show that wouldn't stand that way. Even the way he stands, he's hunched over and he like walks a certain way.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like a reporter to me. Unless he had an internet show or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought that it was like the Eddie Brock report was like an internet show where he was kind of like me, where he was like an independent host who kind of did his own thing and talked about his own opinions, but he had like a greater company that was over him that was like funding his show.
Yeah.
You know, which is like, I mean, I took the hard road where I didn't sell out some fucking assholes so I could say whatever the fuck I want. I wouldn't get an Eddie Brock situation where they're like, just do the thing, kiss the ass, be done with it. You know, like I have a hard time doing that. So like I stay completely independent, and he couldn't do it because that's not in his nature to just be like kiss some guy's ass when he knows that this guy is a piece of shit, you know, and like his whole job as a journalist, his moral compass is to expose, you know, hypocrisy and fucked up shit wherever he goes, you know. So, yeah. I don't know. I liked it. I was into
I
it.
still liked his character. I just questioned how he operated as a journalist.
You couldn't figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
because
they
even like
didn't
what he did
get
to
it.
his girlfriend, that was really bad. Because I mean, there was no other outcome. It's like they were obviously going to trace that bit of information back to her. They're together. Everyone knows they're together.
Right.
It's obvious he got that info from
Right.
her. Like it was career ending for her.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it in a way. He seemed like it was like he didn't really know what would happen. You know.
Yeah. I like how people in chat are like, kiss the ass.
Yeah,
And someone else like, kiss the cosmic ass.
I like that dynamic between him and the girlfriend.
No, it was good. I thought she was great. You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, people were saying that
Michelle.
they have
Despite
no
the wig,
chemistry, but
she was great.
She's like that in every movie because it's like they all wanted to have that Dawson's Creek hair, but she keeps her hair short.
Yeah.
She really should take care of that herself
Yeah.
because she has a wig in every single movie she's in
Right.
because they want her to have long hair. So it's like she really needs to get her own, just deal with that herself. if she-
Right. Have her own wig, people.
But I like the bad wig. It kind of
I
worked.
know it kind of
everything.
worked though. Like, I mean, it was a bad wig, but I kind of liked how bad it was. And it was like, it was always had these two pieces that were like tucked behind her ears perfectly. You know, I was just like, what is this, guys? Like,
And there were some good scenes for that character too.
Yeah.
Especially like because she did get to be Venom and fight and for a minute. Mm-hmm. And then not only that, she got to reflect that at the end. I really like that they gave them a minute to like talk about
yes,
the two of them together. They
Yes,
got to talk about what it was like to have
the symbiote.
the symbiote inside. Mm-hmm. Like that was,
Yeah.
but I mean that was, you know, that's people was like, oh, the script sucks. It's like, no, there was some interesting stuff. in
Yeah.
there. They fit that in there in a way that felt like not tacked on.
Yes.
That's way after the movie's over.
Yeah.
Like that's like after the climax. Like most movies would have ended 10 minutes before that conversation happened.
Right.
And I was still like interested. I was still like on with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was really cool. That conversation. I thought this is great. This is great storytelling.
Yeah.
There's a good movie in there. There's a good movie in there. Oh, what were you saying about Cronenberg too, though? When we were talking earlier.
What was I saying about Cronenberg?
I think you were saying that
I was saying,
this
okay.
would have made a good movie
Yeah,
if you
no,
changed it into
I
a
was
Cronenberg
saying,
direction.
if I was in charge of a Venom movie, and I had my druthers, I would focus on the body horror aspects of having a symbiote and having like a parasite inside of you, you know? Like I would definitely play that up more, and they kind of did that, but they just like didn't quite do it right, and they could have really made some like body horror shit, which would be like really creepy, like some Cronenbergian stuff, but that's not really, didn't go with that
Maybe
vibe.
one day.
Yeah.
And it's like obviously there's going to be other Venom movies because
Right.
it's like this is like Venom is now a character that they know definitely will make money,
Yeah.
even if it has like even if it's panned critically. They know Venom will make money, so there'll be a lots more versions of
Yeah,
Venom.
that's true. There's the possibility in the future
And-
there's a different Venom movie with a
Right.
different tone.
There will be a different Venom movie with a
Right.
different tone that's probably more faithful. But for right now, this is a fun little movie that we had a lot of fun watching
Made me like him.
compared to
Couldn't believe it.
a lot of other really terrible like movies that we saw.
Actually,
this
that's a
summer.
really good way to wrap that up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's real shit, man. It's real shit. It's a Venom movie. Go check it out.
better than Jurassic World
Better than Jurassic
by
World.
miles.
Better than Meg. Meg made me like almost like give up on movies. Like I was just like I don't know if I ever want to see a movie again. Like I hate everyone. Like I was just like it really fucked me up for a minute, you know. And I even like went and like hung out with a friend of mine and they saw me like talk. They said that they had seen some of my videos talking about it and like how their heart went out to me. You know, they were just like you were just so like fucked up and sad, you know. Like I just can't help it. Like it just really affects me and how they were laughing about how affected I was by the Meg. I mean, I was so affected by the Meg that I was worried that I had damaged our relationship by even bringing you there. Like, I was worried. Like, I felt like I had to make it up to you and take you to a good movie. You know, I was just like, I feel so bad. Because I was like, oh, come on, Josh, let's go see the Meg. And it was just fucking shit. And, I like that Styx in the chat, StyxD88 says, fuck Jurassic World, and they're picking on the baby Triceratops shit. That still haunts me. I love that you're bringing that up, dude, because...
did they shock a Triceratops?
No, yeah, they had like a baby Triceratops, like it was like in the petting zoo, and then like when they had all those fucking pterodactyls, the pterodactyl attack.
That was in the first Jurassic World, yeah.
And then like it like tries to, and then drops it or some shit, and I was like, I don't want to see a cute baby Triceratops, what the fuck? Like...
Why pick it up and then drop it? Something that's not old enough to like survive that small drop from like 10 feet.
So gross.
They're just
fucking
Jurassic
shit.
World Fallen Kingdom was the worst movie of the summer for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, of course that's gonna be your... Meg was my worst one. But Fallen Kingdom was your worst one?
Yeah.
That one was a close second though.
I don't know. I think Fallen Kingdom was the worst movie of the summer for me. I hated that movie. I felt like I did too.
If you liked my Venom cosplay photos, just wait till you see my Not Safe for Work calendar 2019. The calendar is now on pre-sale at comicbookgirl19.com. The calendar includes body paint cosplays of Dr. Manhattan and Dark Phoenix, as well as a lewd Cthulhu illustration by Rake, Anima from Jodorowsky's The Inkle, a dead girl autopsy photo, Delirium and Sandman from Neil Gaiman's Sandman series, a photo where I'm smoking weed, living my best life, and more. The pre-sale ends soon, so don't miss out. Also, join Team 19 on Patreon at the Not Safe for Work tier and get to see uncensored photo sets from all of our shoots. We just uploaded our Dead Girl Autopsy photo set today.